Hey guys, I'm just gonna do a real quick update. I'm totally exhausted. It's like 2 o'clock Thursday afternoon on the 24th, and I just got back from my doctor's visit to my surgeon. They kind of ruled out an ulcer because of the intermittent pain that I have. Ulcers tend to act up all the time, especially when you eat, so that's not what's happening with me. They're leaning more toward hernia, which whoopee freaking do. That means surgery. I need to have a CT scan, and my insurance company will require pre-approval before they'll pay for it. So I could be laying gushing blood on the table, and until they got approval from my insurance company, I couldn't have a CT scan. So I love having my medical care in the hand of bureaucrats. These are not even freaking doctors who make the decision if they yay or nay me. Just some insurance company peon who gets paid $10 an hour is going to decide if I'm allowed to have a CT scan. Alright, don't get me started. I feel like crap right now. I've been feeling good for the last day or two, and just as I'm sitting in the waiting room of the surgeon's office, I got the acute, excruciating pain. So the whole time they're poking and prodding at me, whatever. Good news, my doctor says 62 pounds down since surgery in 14 weeks is fabulous. He said I should be doing 60 grams of protein a day. He says I can substitute protein intake with a protein shake, and he told me I could drink a couple beers. I got permission. Basically, their concern was empty calories, and since I'm barely hitting 500 calories a day, him and the resident doctor, who was really hot, by the way, Dr. Williams. Anyway, they both, were like, yeah, go ahead, drink beer, but empty calories, but you're getting 500 a day, so you got plenty of room for them. Go ahead and drink them, drink it in moderation. And he goes, it could just be a couple sips of beer and you'll feel it. And I go, nah, I can drink a few. And he's like, oh, so you already been drinking? And I'm like, no, yeah, no. I'm like, are you mad at me? He's like, nah. He's like, you're all right. You can drink it. And I'm like, well, what's the story with carbonation? And he's like, well, new post-op shouldn't put carbonation in a stapled stomach. He's like, you're far enough out. You're healed. Don't go overboard. You'll be all right. I'm like, cool. And so that was that. I could go get the CT scan at any time. I hope to have approval from the insurance company no later than Monday, which means I'll go in Tuesday for the CT scan. And here's what I get to do in preparation. I'm going to do a little Allison here. I love when she does her little videos showing her stuff. Dun, da, da, dum. Can you read it? Here, I'm terrible at this. Berry smoothie. Barium sulfate suspension. 2 of them. They are 450 milliliters. I don't know how many freaking ounces that turns out to be. I don't even know if there's sugar in here, folks. It's some berry shit. So, yeah. I guess I'll have to Google it and make sure there's no sugar in it, because wouldn't that really suck if I dumped on it? I dumped on my swallow test, by the way, in the hospital. Not 24 hours out of surgery, and I frickin' laid in my bed and dumped. Because they made me drink the crap too fast. So, anyway, I got to drink a whole one of these suckers 2 hours. I can't eat or drink 4 hours before the scan. I got to drink a whole one of these 2 hours before the scan. And I got to get this whole thing down in an hour. Then an hour before, I got to get half of this down, bring the other half with me, and drink the other half right before they take me back. And they said some people crap themselves. Oh my God. Could you imagine I'm driving down 275 and I'm shitting in my stepmother's Mercedes? Oh, she'll love that. Shit all over the windows. Anyway, what are you going to do? I mean, seriously, what are you going to do? I don't know. Anyway, that's that. That's it. So I won't know for quite some time, probably about 10 to 14 days, will I actually have the CT scan and get the results to find out whether or not it's a hernia and find out what kind of surgery I'm looking at. So, boo. Boo, boo, hiss. Not happy. Anyway, that's my update, folks. I'm trying to think. My surgeon just made me feel so much better at the rate that I'm losing. Oh, I asked him. I said, am I realistic with my goal to get to 155 pounds? And he's like, how many more pounds do you have to lose? And I said, 48. And he's like, how many weeks out are you? I said, 14 weeks. And he's like, yeah, why would you not get there? And I'm like, well, because my body likes to get to 190 pounds and then regain all the weight I lost. That's the history of my life. 190 is as low as I can get. He's like, you had gastric bypass surgery. What makes you think you're not going to get to your goal? He's like, I think you're being lenient with yourself at 155. I think you can go more than that if you want. And I said, okay, that's all I wanted to hear. So it was like I was given permission today to actually be excited and actually allow myself the luxury to think about what life could be like at goal. So that was kind of cool. And yeah, both my surgeon and the resident, they're both cute. I've always had a crush on my surgeon, but I'll tell you, that resident, hot, mega hot. I practiced my flirting on him, I'll tell you that much. I told him he needs to give me his cell phone number so I can call him over the weekend in case I have a little pain in my side. I need to call him. He didn't give it to me, duh. But yeah, and then my surgeon was like, oh, your hair looks great and you look so bright and happy. And he's like, look at how much you've lost. He's like, look how thin your legs are. And I'm like, what's up, doc? What are you, getting a divorce or something? Because, you know, you're coming on to me here. You know, in my mind anyway, I'm thinking that, you know, because he's cute. But anyway, it was just really, really good compliment. And then he's like, hey, did you get another tattoo since I saw you last? And I'm thinking, this is the third time I've met this guy in my life, and he's going to remember how many tattoos I've got? He's going to remember my hair, for God's sake? I mean, come on. But, I don't know. Whatever. Maybe I made a lasting impact. Probably my crass sense of humor is what he remembered. So anyway, boy, I'll tell you what, I am a jabberjaw. I will go on forever. So let me cut it off, zip my pie hole, and again, thank everybody for their support and your concern and all the messages and comments. You guys really are awesome, and it meant a lot to me to know that y'all are pulling for me and backing me up on this. So I'm only going to complain about the pain in my side for another week or two, and then you get to hear me complain that I 99% chance have to have another surgery. So wait till you see me with like crazy person hair and makeup down my face, like when I come out of surgery, and I'm just like all yucky and gross, and yeah, that'll be fun. All right, I'm out of here. I'll catch you guys on the flip side.